Hello, everyone, and welcome to How to Bet, our How to Bet podcast on howtobet.com. I'm Daryl Sean, along with Sean, the Genius Miller. And Sean, it is time for our top 5 bets of Week 7. This segment is where we identify the most watched games of the week in each time slot. Thursday night game, of course, Cleveland against Denver. 1 o'clock Sunday, we've chosen the Baltimore Ravens at home against Cincinnati. 4 o'clock slot, again, all times Eastern, Tampa Bay and Chicago, which tells you the slate is not great.
Yikes.
Sunday night football at San Francisco, where the Colts will will travel to San Francisco. And on Monday night, New Orleans at Seattle. So our top 5 bets of Week 7 upcoming. But let me tell everybody that is watching on YouTube, scroll down, leave us some comments, like us, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Leave the comments, scroll down, go to the comments section, leave comments, ask for merch. We have merch, we have hats, we have shirts, we have we have hats, shirts, we have giveaways, water bottles. We got a lot of stuff.
Make sure you go down to that description box
and then
too.
Go scroll down to the description box.
It's got every link for every story and every
you see
Twitter, every bit of information that you need.
Yes.
To win these bets is in this description box.
Yeah, and you'll see that as we go through this segment. So let's start with our Thursday night game, a game between the injury-riddled Cleveland Browns and Denver Broncos.
Injury-riddled Broncos, too.
Yeah, Thursday night. I said Broncos, yeah. They're especially on the defensive side of the ball. Thursday night at Cleveland. Cleveland Browns, a 5-point favorite in this one, but who's going to play? Who's going to play?
Yeah, and I mean, if you look, the line has already shifted down. When you look up here, it's, you can get them at Bet365 at -3. I mean, -3.5 with some, but you could already get them at -3. Now, this line is probably going to move if Nick Chubb plays, if Baker Mayfield plays. Although
we know Hunt's out.
If Mayfield plays, maybe the line keeps going down.
Yeah, he's not very good.
When you look at these Thursday night stories, like every week, the Thursday night, the Sunday night, the Monday night stories, what you have to do is, there's a section that has injury updates. You have to look at this. There's a link to the NFL injury report on every one.
Yeah, and go there often because as last week, Chubb's injury came up late in the week.
Yeah,
very late in the week.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, and it's just something like if you're going to be betting these games, there's strategy, obviously. If you think you can get a better line early in the week, maybe do that. But if you're waiting to see who's playing before you bet, you have to check their injury report. And you have to check it Thursday. You have to check it Friday. You have to check it Saturday to make sure.
And go to howtobet.com because we have various different sports books on there. And there's different lines. So you can maybe get the more to your liking, a spread more to your liking.
Yeah, when you look at some of the lines on there, there's going to be differences. And look, this is once again Tuesday, but by the time Thursday night comes, if these guys are going to play, this line might jump back up to 5. So if you like Cleveland in this game, which I do, if you can get them at -3 early in the week, take them. If you can get them, at minus whatever, if you like Cleveland, take them. If you like Denver, wait for it to go up.
Yep. So let's get to
Cleveland,
it. Our bosses say let's get right to it. Let's get to it. So Cleveland -5 for your Thursday night pick. I am going to go with you there. I'm going to take Cleveland. Denver stinks. Denver started off 3-0.
Yeah.
They beat both New York teams who stink worse, and they beat Jacksonville, who also stinks worse.
Pick Fangio, man. Get rid of this guy.
So
please hire a coach. Broncos. I can't even watch. I haven't watched a lot of Broncos games since they won the Super Bowl because it's just been busy when they play a lot of times. But I just can't be bothered because it's just this guy's terrible.
It's not good.
It's all the time. It's so boring watching him.
And you know what? Teddy Bridgewater's
he's just a guy.
Average. He's just average.
Draft a quarterback,
not bad,
man.
He's not good.
Please,
he's average.
Draft a quarterback. Get this guy Ritter from Cincinnati's number 2 in the country. Get this guy, man. Get this guy. He's a winner.
You like a winner. That's exactly right. Now the Sunday game, 1 o'clock Sunday game, Cincinnati at Baltimore. Baltimore is a 6.5-point favorite. I'll go first on this one. I was very impressed with that Baltimore defense this week. Very impressed this past week. Cincinnati's a good team. They are good. They hung in there against Green Bay. Burrow will be a superstar if he's not already. He has weapons. He has good weapons, but defensively they struggle. They're going to have a hard time stopping Jackson and company. And again, this is probably going to be the best defense that Burrow has faced. I am going to take Baltimore minus the 6.5 at home.
Oh, look, I think I know I had Baltimore last week because I just thought that they, I went on the Monumental Sports kind of show, kind of hyping up our How to Bet podcast. And that was one of the games, obviously, that they're based out of Washington, so they hit on. And I just thought the Ravens were gonna win, and I didn't know if they were gonna do that. I mean, they made Justin Herbert look really bad. But this Baltimore team, they're back to what they were 2 years ago when they were 14-2, and I think they're ready to go on a roll. They'll win that NFC or the AFC North, I think, pretty easily.
I think so too.
But yes, this would be a big win. If they beat Cincinnati, all of a sudden Baltimore is a couple games up on everybody in the division and have the tiebreaker.
The gap grows.
That Baltimore win this game.
4:00. The pickings were slim, but we identified the Chicago Bears at Tampa as the most watched game coming up 4:00 Eastern time on Sunday. Tampa at home, a 12.5-point favorite. You go first.
You got Tampa. I just think that they were 28-7 and they were rolling and they kind of let them back in. I don't think they'll let that happen again.
And I will also agree, Tampa minus 12.5. I don't think Fields can exploit the Tampa weakness.
Can we also just talk about this? I mean, you just kind of mentioned it. The 4:00 games this weekend are Detroit at the Rams, which is terrible. That's a terrible game. That's on Fox.
Yeah.
Eagles at Raiders, which could be decent. Tampa Bay, Chicago, which is the 4:25 start. The CBS has the later start.
A lot of people like to watch Brady.
And then Houston and Arizona, which people will tune in because Arizona. But I mean, it's that's the thing. The primetime games have been really good. Some of these 4:00 games, which are supposed to be like the primetime games, have not been good.
Well, when they put the schedule together, this looked like Fields in Tampa, maybe. I don't know, but Fields isn't ready to play in NFL. Sunday Night Football. I will go first. The Indianapolis Colts, a 4.5-point dog at San Francisco. San Francisco coming off a bye week. Although I think Indianapolis is garbage, and I'm going to get to that a little bit later in the show. Although I think they're garbage, I think they've finally figured out that Jonathan Taylor needs to get the ball more. And with that, I think that they'll keep it close here. I'm going to take the 4.5 in Indianapolis. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to take them. I just think that maybe they can try to control the ball a little better this week. So I'll take Indianapolis plus the 4.5, although I think they're garbage. How about that? I don't love San Francisco either. That's the other reason.
So, I mean, basically, when you look at the Sunday night story here's basically what I wrote. This is a big game because San Francisco is already, by the time they play, the Cardinals are gonna be 7-0 because they're playing, and the Rams are gonna be 6-1. So obviously, and there's a lot of other teams. The Cowboys are already 5-1. The Packers are 5-1. The Tampa Bay's 5-1. So the San Francisco has to basically win this game to get back in it. The Colts, I know the Titans won to go 4-2, but they also, in the next couple weeks have to play the Chiefs, the Colts, the Rams, and the Saints. So, they could come back. So this is a big game for the Colts. If they can win this game, they could get back in it. But I'm not taking the Colts because they stink.
Fair enough.
I'm going to go San Francisco. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be. I mean, I guess it's going to be Garoppolo, but I don't know. I think Lance is out. No, I think Lance is going to probably be out, but I don't know. But the Colts stink, man. They got to travel. I don't know.
Monday Night Football, big game. The New Orleans Saints -3 at Seattle. Seattle just crushed by injury on both sides of the ball, but especially with Russell Wilson, Chris Carson. both out, both on IR. Collins, who replaced Carson, banged up. Geno Smith, yeah. So the Seattle Seahawks +3 against the New Orleans team who's getting guys back, coming off a bye. I'm not impressed with New Orleans. Jameis Winston with the little short passing game now. I mean, that's not him. I'm going to go with Seattle here +3 at home. If they were on the road, I'd go the other way. I'm going home.
Okay. I just, once again, looking at the story here that's posted for Monday night. For Seattle, it's last chance saloon again.
Yes, again.
After the Seahawks lost again in another close game again. So, they're close, but for the Saints here, they're going to start getting, Quan Alexander's coming back, Terran Armstead, Marcus Davenport, Will Lutz, Eric McCoy, David Onemata.
Michael Thomas coming off the IR,
Thomas,
although I don't
Trey
think he's going to play.
Smith. So, he's going to start getting – Winston is going to get 2 of his starting linemen back and maybe 2 weapons back on offense in the next couple weeks. They might not all be back this week, but that's 8 starters that have been out. I like New Orleans, and I think they're going to start to pick up some wins here, and I think they're going to start to roll. I think it starts here. Seattle's just, they're too beat up, and it's a tough pick.
Yeah, I'm going with the home team. That was really the bet.
Seattle is, these teams have split in the last few years, and Seattle's actually, New Orleans is actually 2-3 in Seattle, so it's not much of a home field advantage.
So you're going the Saints?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Saints.
Saints it is. All right, that is our top 5 bets of Week 7. For those of you watching us on YouTube, hit that like, subscribe button, the notification bell. Scroll down. All links are linked in our description box. You get the written stories from Sean. You have odds, exclusive offers, and then go to the comments section. Leave a comment. You want merch? We have merch. You want to give us a comment? Hey, we stink, get better. We love that, because if we stink, we'll get better. And look, you could also compliment us. We're okay.
We were pretty good last week.
We were damn good last week. So so you hit us up there. Go down, scroll down as you're watching now. Comment line, description box. Follow us on Twitter at FineLine33. He's at Prodigal Sean.
The Prodigal
Sean.
Yes.
And howtobet_.com. Remember, bet with your head, not with your heart. Did I do that right? Head, not with your heart. But people do it for entertainment. Others do it to make some money, and you can do both. If you have a problem, if you think you have a problem, there's help out there, including 1-800-GAMBLER. When we come back, best of the rest in the NFL, and also some over-unders for you. We'll be back after this. Go to howtobet.com.
Let's get it.